Welcome everybody. How's everybody doing today? Come on, that's boring. How the heck is everybody doing today? In the great spirit of Western New York, where else would you rather be than right here, right now? Hey. That's better. All right, so here we go. We're here today in Ellicottville. We know why. Following years of fundraising and a great year of construction, the Ellicottville Skatepark Committee is proud to finally announce this project. How excited are you guys? The new car dealers of Western New York, Ellicottville Skatepark, is finally here. The state-of-the-art concrete skate park, very rare in the state of New York. So we're very happy for everybody that's come in from Rochester, Plattsburgh, I've even heard, Rochester again, sorry, the Finger Lakes region. Thank you all for coming. Jamestown, New York, stand up. I know you're here somewhere. Fort Worth. Fort Worth, New York? Oh, all right. Mr. Burrell, we were focusing on New York. We'll get to you. Anyhow, through a program called Built to Play, so much money was raised, and thank you all to all the community efforts. It was truly a paramount effort that will be hard to be matched in other communities. That's what makes Ellicottville, New York so special, as we all know. Chris and Brenda Perks, who you'll meet shortly, they met Trevor Staples from the Skate Park Project, formerly known as the Tony Hawk Foundation, to learn about all these grants, and this is what all started back in 2018. So once again, such a long road, such a special road, and we're anxious to hear from all of these speakers behind me here today. So, who's ready to hear from some of these speakers behind me? First and foremost, I'd love to welcome Mr. Mayor John Burrell to the lectern. Love to hear what you have to say, sir.
Thank you, sir. Welcome to Ellicottville. And I know there are some members of the community here. There are many visitors, as already has been pointed out. But I always say to everybody that I meet, if you lived in Ellicottville right now, you'd be home. So enjoy yourselves and think about that, if you will. We're so lucky as a village to have this beautiful park. It's a village park funded by the Village of Ellicottville taxpayers, and it's been here since 1958. But now we have this beautiful skate park. And just imagine a little community like Ellicottville, all of a sudden we've got a $500,000 concrete in-ground skate park. We're blessed. And my job was to welcome, so I'll say once again, welcome. And you're going to hear from a lot of good people. We've had so many people that have been involved in this, and you're going to hear from the Cattaraugus Region Community Foundation, the New Car Dealers of Western New York Charitable Foundation, the Skate Park Project, Ralph Wilson Jr. Foundation, and Sk8EVL Skate Park Advocates. And the leaders, the people that came to the village board to get our permission and blessing to do this, have been the strongest advocates. The group of volunteers, the committee, has been wonderful. They've been wonderful for me and our Ellicottville staff to work with. But it was headed up, the leadership was Chris and Brenda Perks, and they've done just a wonderful job. We love them, and they love Ellicottville. So I'm going to turn the mic back. And once again, thank you very much for coming. Enjoy yourselves. Enjoy Ellicottville.
Yes. Thank you. All right. Thank you, Mayor Burrell. Up next, we'd love to hear from Sean Cornelius, the Cattaraugus Region Community Foundation.
Hi, for those of you that may not know me, I'm Sean Cornelius. Lived in Ellicottville since 2010, and been a business owner in this great town too. But many years before that, I was a skateboarder. And when I was a kid, we didn't have places like this. Actually, the municipalities usually chased us out. So I think this is pretty awesome, what all these folks have managed to pull off. Today, I have the pleasure of representing the Cattaraugus Region Community Foundation, an organization that has had the privilege to play an important role in this project since the beginning. I joined the board at CRCF this year after serving on the foundation's grant allocation committee. On behalf of the CRCF Board of Directors, I want to extend our sincere congratulations to all the volunteers and skate park advocates that made it possible to build such an incredible skate park right here in Ellicottville. After being awarded a matching Built to Play skate park grant in the amount of $300,000, the Sk8EVL group approached CRCF to establish a fund that would allow them to raise the money needed to reach the matching level of the grant. 4 years, a global pandemic, and now we have this amazing place for us all to gather and be together. So pretty excited for the grand opening of the new car dealers of Western New York Skate Park right here. It takes a village to make a project like this happen, and the village of Ellicottville and the surrounding communities truly rallied around this skate park project to bring it across the finish line. Raising $250,000, the matching level is very hard. It's hard for professionals, let alone for a group of volunteers to accomplish. But thanks to the dedication of the Sk8EVL committee, especially my friends and probably many of your friends, Chris and Brenda Perks, who really took the lead on this from the beginning and did a fantastic job getting across the finish line on this. So thanks to the Sk8EVL committee, the support of this community, now skaters, BMXers, rollerbladers, young and old have a safe and fantastic place to practice their sport. Additionally, the skate park adds to many non-winter recreational activities in the village of Ellicottville, adding yet another opportunity to bring people from near and far into the village year-round. After the success here in Ellicottville, we're excited to hear that new skate parks are planned in both Allegheny and Salamanca in the coming years. At CRCF, our mission is to assist community members in their philanthropic endeavors to help others, thus enriching the quality of life in our community. It took selfless philanthropy of many to make this skate park possible. In fact, it took the gifts of over 160 donors, ranging from gifts from $10 all the way up to $100,000. And there is no doubt that this space will enrich the quality of life for those that love to skate. CRCF is proud to have lived its mission in supporting the Sk8EVL committee's work, and we look forward to continuing to support this skate park by providing an avenue for fundraising for future needs, including maintenance and programming for youth. Congratulations to those again who gave their time, talents, and money to support the building of this skate park. It was an honor for the foundation to be part of this effort that brought the community together to make something so special happen. Thank you.
Okay, so up next we would have had Betty Murphy here. She was the executive director of the New Car Dealers of Western New York Charitable Foundation. She had a unfortunate incident, so in her absence, we have a statement from her. The New Car Dealers of Western New York Charitable Foundation is very proud to partner with the Skate Park Project and the Ralph C. Wilson Jr. Foundation to help the dedicated Ellicottville Skate Park team achieve this momentous goal. Their perseverance through a pandemic, increased construction costs, and other obstacles is a testament to their commitment to providing this exciting experience to residents and visitors of Ellicottville, New York. We regret that we could not be here in person, but we are so very excited to have played a small role in the construction of this skate park. We congratulate the team and wish all the residents and visitors who will enjoy this skate park for years to come much fun, excitement, and adventure here in Ellicottville. Thanks. Up next, I'd love to introduce Mr. Steve Hawk and Trevor Staples.
My name is Steve Hawk. I have a younger brother you may have heard of named Tony. My claim to fame in life, I think, is that I gave Tony his first skateboard back when he was 9. And he kind of took to it, you could say. That board's now the Smithsonian, by the way. We're really honored to be here. This is the 20th year of the skate park project, which was formerly known as the Tony Hawk Foundation. In those 20 years, we've helped to build 650 or so skate parks around the nation. But our whole process changed. We got introduced to the people at the Ralph C. Wilson Jr. Foundation, who said to us, we want to build a whole bunch of skate parks in this part of the country. And what we have. And the guy on the ground for us that whole time is Trevor Staples, who's been just a key component to this park and all the parks. Yeah. Trevor knows all the names around here, and he knows who did what. So I'm going to hand the mic to him. We're honored to be here. This is a beautiful park and a great skate park. Thanks for having us.
Thanks, Steve. For those who haven't met me, I'm Trevor Staples. I'm the Associate Director of Programs and Grant Making for the Skate Park Project. I was hired to serve the regions of the Ralph C. Wilson service area. So I live in Michigan, near Detroit, but I'm out here all the time. It's become my second home out here. Bills fan now also, so you'll like to hear that. And you know, I'm sitting here, I'm like, what can I say after all these great speakers have said things? You know, Brenda and Chris have worked so hard, and Taylor and Mason, their kids, over the last few years to do this through thick and thin, through deep snow and humid hot weather, through everything that came their way, and they never gave up. I've been telling Brenda, like, hey man, if anything if it's getting too rough, just like let me know what you need me to do. I'll do extra, you know, for this project. It never happened. They just made it happen. So let's give them a big round of applause, because it's people like Brenda and Chris that make these happen. You know, we all help along the way, and we get that shoehorn in there so the shoe can fit, but it's really the people on the ground who are making it happen. I do want to recognize some people around here who are involved with other Built to Play skate park projects. I see Lockport here. Can you raise your hands? They're working on Built to Play skateboard. There's Pete over there. Is that Pete over there? Jamestown, they got a Built to Play skate park. He's sick right now, so he's staying away so he doesn't get anybody else sick. Fun fact, he was sick at the opening of his skate park too. And I know Alan Pizzuti is around here somewhere. He's our, where is he? There he is. He's also our photographer today, but he was the lead advocate for the Rock City Skate Park, which is a Built to Play skate park. Who am I missing? Who else is there? Tim Carrick from town of Hamburg. He's working on a Built to Play skate park right now. The reason I bring that up is because the support that all the West New York projects have given each other, they've asked each other if they need help, they've given each other tips. It's like a family of skate park developers. And I know I only have 2 minutes here, but I'll go 20. I don't know. Also, I want to recognize some folks in the audience. So the skate park project, every year we have a board meeting that's on location somewhere at a skate park opening. So this year we met in Buffalo. We all came down here. We have about half of our board. If you're a board member in the skate park project, can you raise your hand? So these are the people who really make those top level decisions and help make these things happen. Now, a little lower than top level is our staff, and all of our staff except one person is here. So if you're a staff of the skate park project, can you raise your hand? These are the people who are every day working to make these things happen and supporting community members like Brenda and Chris and everybody else who's here. I think that's all I'm going to say right now. I'm just so stoked to be here. You know, last night we had a dinner with all of us, and there were
more than a couple people who had a tear in their eye just at the work we're doing and the difference that we're all together making in communities to get kids active and to get kids out of the house. And here in Ellicottville, you have the skiing, the mountain biking, and now skateboarding to add into all that, the hiking, all the outdoor stuff. So we're super proud to be involved with that.
Without further ado, we certainly want to introduce Ms. Mary Wilson and Dave Egner of the Ralph C. Wilson Jr. Foundation, which of you would like to speak first?
Wow, I could tell you when I was 12, I was a roller skater. I never heard of skateboarding. And so when this idea came to us, came to our board, I'm going, skateboarding? What are we doing? And it's the coolest thing, one of the coolest things we're doing. And I love it. It's so exciting to see a dad out here helping his 5, 6, 7, 8-year-old get the feel of it. And then watching them, it takes so much strength and balance and working together. And it's our foundation is so excited to be a part of building these parks. And I can tell you that one of the things Ralph did with his foundation is he really wanted to be a part of communities that really touched him. And of course, Western New York with the Bills, and of course, where he grew up in Detroit and Western, wherever that is. But I want you to know that one of our missions is it's a 50-50 split, right? So everything that goes there, 50 here. Well, guess what? You're getting more skate parks than Detroit and surrounding areas. You're getting 13 out of the 20 we're building. Yeah. I'm always there fighting for Buffalo because Buffalo is right here in my heart. Ever since Ralph brought me here in 1990 to my first NFL game, and we won. And we kept winning. I thought, this is fun. But we've invested, let's see here, my notes. Okay. So at this moment, we've invested $16 million through skate parks across Western New York and Southeast Michigan. With match funding and other partner funding, this will conservatively become $20 to $25 million project because of a lot of your work and matches. But Trevor is our, he is a first round quarterback pick. I can tell you that. Honestly, you are our champion, and we love you. And it's so much fun to be with you here. Again, I want to see you skate, by the way. Okay? I wish I could do it. Of course, our partnership. And congratulations to Brenda. And it's interesting here, Brenda, because to you and your husband, I'm supposed to also congratulate your children. Did they talk you into this, you know? Taylor and Mason, thank you for pushing her. And now you're building an indoor park. Pretty awesome. And of course, John, the mayor, thank you for all your work, and the Ellicott Village Board. And there's so many, the Cattaraugus Community Chamber Foundation and the Western New York dealers. It's an amazing space, and we are just very, very proud. I, of course, am very humble and proud to be a part of Ralph's amazing legacy. And now I'm going to turn it over to Dave, who can add a few more words.
Can't follow Mary Wilson, that's it. Just two quick things. Why did we get into the park builds? Because there was such a lack of good free space for kids to play. The youth in Western New York get about 13%, about 13% of the youth get the amount of exercise the CDC says they ought to get. Well, that's stopping with these parks in the build, so we're just delighted to be a part of that. I also wanted to just plant a seed, Trevor. So when we get these 13 parks built, I think we need to pull a long weekend aside and have the first ever Western New York Skate Park Festival and do all 13 parks, and the foundation would be the first to sign up for a proud sponsorship, including some bus transportation, and let's get the skaters together across Western New York.
Man, talk about a mic drop. Really? That's how you're gonna name me? Well, before we introduce our chair people of Chris and Brenda, Mr. Trevor Staples has a special presentation for them. What? That's not what you said. All right, you guys are up. Chris and Brenda, put your hands together, everybody.
Well, I will be really short and really sweet. Brenda will definitely take longer than me. I'm going to thank all of you, but I really want to thank the unsung heroes, and that is the people that build these. So, Brando, where are you, Brando?
Oh, man.
Brando, over there, all right? Ferrari, where you at? Batman, where you at? Who am I missing? Who am I missing, Brando?
Oh, man. Honorable mentions.
V-Dog?
Ryan. Melon. Eric.
Melon?
Rochester.
Melon, yeah.
Yeah, everybody. The whole crew. Yeah, Doc.
Water boy classic.
Yeah, everybody at the ground line crew there.
So, thank you guys for building this.
Yeah.
This is awesome.
Thanks. Yes. Okay. First off, I just want to share that this whole experience has not only brought awareness of the benefits of public skate parks in our area, but it's also provided so many new friendships, not just for us, but for those that use the park, because that's what skateboarding is all about. It's an open door for all walks of life to come together and support one another and have fun. Along with the appreciations that have already been expressed, everybody behind me, I want to take a moment to give a shout out to the core of our fundraising efforts. Chris and I created Sk8EVL to advocate specifically for this project and for the sport of skateboarding. And we feel very lucky to have a number of community members who hopped on board to share our passion. They volunteered to help out at events, organize fundraising campaigns, write grants, stuff envelopes, you name it, they did it. So I want to give a shout out to the Ciara family, Nick and Kristen and their boys, Cooper and Griffin. And Kathy Elser, Rachel Elser, Trevor Brockman, Marshall Hall, Brahaney, Anjanette and Jonathan, Deb McGowan, Brooks and Carrie Lefebvre who are here, Pat Morgan, our MC today, thank you, and Greg Capelli, I know he's here somewhere. Brian McFadden and the Chamber Girls have been a huge help, and of course our own kiddos, Mason and Taylor, not that they had a choice. Also a big thank you to Ben Slotman, Mark Chudy and his crew from the DPW, and Sean Lowe's who helped throughout the construction process, and they did a wonderful job installing the sign that in the benches that just went up this week. And of course we can't forget all the support that we received from the Rotary Club of Ellicottville, the Bob McCarthy Foundation, and the Cattaraugus Region Community Foundation. Chris and I have received so many compliments and so many congratulations from so many people for bringing this skate park to life. And we do appreciate all the praise. But in all honesty, the true credit needs to be given to all of you, the community. This skate park exists because each and every one of you saw the vision and understood its value. You guys made this happen. So as we celebrate today, I really want all of you to thank each other. We thank you. It goes back to that whole saying of it takes a village. So here's to skateboarding. Thank you, skateboarding.
Guys, I don't know. I think we need another round of applause for these two. That was really well done, guys. Thank you so much on behalf of the entire community here today. Truly special.
One last thing, we have some skateboards signed by my brother to this family, to their children. He really wanted to be here today. The one thing I failed to mention was, the reason why Tony decided to invest so much time and money and so much of his effort into building skate parks was because it changed his life. And, that was his community. He was an outcast. Back then, skaters were outcasts. And I think what you're going to see here is a community develop around this facility. It's going to be here for a really long time. Thanks to these people.
I think that's what the skateboard is supposed to be.
So that's why you want to
Skateboard. Yeah, but how can you do
All right, so as we start to wrap this up, we're going to get ready for ribbon cutting. So if you're a Grom or somebody that's looking to christen this thing proper, we want to start to get your gear on. We're going to start to make our way this way. We want to give some last minute shout outs here. Of course, the Rotary Club of Ellicottville, the Bob McCarthy Foundation, Skate Park Project, Ralph C. Wilson Foundation, Cattaraugus County Regional Community Foundation. Of course, Abby Penfold, the Creek Creepers, Ellicottville Chamber of Commerce, Nick Patillo at Bellagio, great food, Holiday Valley, Hollymont, and of course, you can look for all of this at Ellicottville Now and Panda Goat Media. So, who's ready to skate? Seems a little lackluster. Who's ready to skate, Ellicottville? Chris, let's get this left turn out of the way.